This is weird. I don't even know how to do this anymore. Greetings, Madhouse. My name is JK Tiger, and I'm keeping my voice down because I'm home for the festive season. I'm visiting friends and family, and it's currently 2 in the morning, so I'm just trying not to wake anybody up, really. I'm going to apologize in advance for this video because I don't do this type of video anymore often, where I just sit and talk and there's no game to talk about. It's just more of a just chat, general conversation, you know. And the less I do these, the worse I get. So I'm going to apologize in advance for any sort of awkwardness or any sort of I don't know if the video's just shit. I still don't even know if I'm going to upload this, to be fair, but but at this point, I'm probably this is probably going to be the last video that I upload for 2024. I have a few videos that I could upload, but I don't, because I'm home visiting people and family and friends, and there's just so much to do that I don't think I'm gonna physically have, or mentally actually have, the time to edit a video or put anything together. So I didn't want to end the year with just a semi-unfinished gameplay series like Poppy Playtime. I wanted to end it somehow, in some way, especially for this year, because this year has, in more than one way, been so very significant to me. And to not, well, I mean, this is why I've had this video idea sat in my head for like a week or two, pretty much since I got here, actually. So aside from it being Christmas, maybe just over a week ago, it was my birthday, which I've never really addressed on the channel before. I don't think I've ever mentioned it in a video or even on any of my social pages, like a tweet or anything like that, because I'm just not that kind of guy, really. I'm not the type of person to slap a badge on to say it's my birthday, which, if you do, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, that's, you do you. If that's what you want to do, then that's, you know, there's nothing wrong with that at all. But it's just not me. It's not me. Not my cup of tea. I'd rather just celebrate in silence, kind of thing. Or with, if it's brought up by somebody else, then I'll be like, oh yeah, it is. But it was my birthday recently, and again, something that I wouldn't usually address on the channel, but this year is different because this was the final year of my 20s, and I obviously turned 30, which is, it's been a strange number for pretty much my entire life, because for whatever reason I could never imagine turning 30, and I had no problem imagining turning like 18 or 21 or 25 or anything leading up to this point, because sometimes you just kind of think about it, and for some people it's like an existential dread or like a crisis kind of situation. But for me, it's like, oh, I'm turning 18, that's going to be interesting, that's going to be cool, I'm going to be able to do this and that and such, and I'm, you know, at the time 18, at the time I was in college, and I was thinking of driving lessons and holidays for a relationship I had at the time, and drinking, just with ID and shit. But this is what I mean. You approach a certain age and you just imagine certain things, and every year I had no issue, but 30, and I always thought ahead, way into the future. I wouldn't do it. I live day by day because you have to, and I think it's healthy for you to live day by day, but I would sometimes not help but think about, like, when I was 18, turning 25, like, oh, I'm going to have a big birthday bash. I didn't, but I'm going to have a big birthday bash. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. But 30 was always a blank. And it was always blurred in my mind, and I could never piece together why, and I could never figure it out. And I don't know, maybe it could be to do with the fact that at some points in my life I didn't want to be here, and maybe it's just because it's a new chapter, and I don't know. And for ages I couldn't imagine why. And so this year a lot has changed in so many factors of my life and so many parts of my life, and it would always be in my mind that, you're turning 30 this year, what's going to happen? What does this mean? Why can't you imagine it? It was almost like I had some made up prophecy in my head, like some shit was going to go down. And in a strange way it did. And I'm not going to fully divulge what's been happening in my life, but I mean, one of the things was moving in with my girlfriend, and that was a big deal. But one of the biggest things for me this year, especially reaching, my 30th birthday, was the overwhelming love and appreciation that was shown for me. Specifically me, Josh. And I've met a lot of people in my personal life and on my internet life. I don't know. And they've all come and they've gone. Some of them have stuck around, and some of them have faded off into the sunset, and that's fine. Both are equally acceptable. Some, departed in different ways. But no matter who I met, online or in person, I learned something from them. No matter how significant their stay in my life was, whether it was significant or just a brief encounter, I always make it my mission to absorb and learn as much as I can every day, and one of the best ways to do that is through people. Not all the time, but we share a planet with a lot of these humans, so why not try and learn from them if you can? And what I've learned this year specifically is that I'm very loved and appreciated. And I don't know, maybe it's just me getting sentimental in my old age, but I felt loved and appreciated the most this year than I have any year. And that's not to say I don't usually, or I haven't before, but I think it is my old age that sort of I'm not old, by the way. I'm young. I'm still way fucking young. Like, I'm entering my prime. Come on, man, you know. But, I'm not one of those people who are like, oh, it's 30, here comes the backache and the knee ache, which, you know, I've had so many people be like, oh, it all goes downhill from here. Like, shut up. Give yourself a fucking break, man. Come on. Oh man, I can't fucking wait for my 30s, man. Are you kidding me? This is like an extension of my 20s. This is like my 20s but better, because for the most part, have figured out who I am, what I want to do, who I want around me, and which direction I want to go with these people. And yeah, like I said, this year, above every year, has been the one where I've seen the people who I've met, the people who have come and gone, the people who are still here, and I've felt their love and appreciation to the highest extent. And I guess the point of this video is, in some way or another, is to just simply express my gratitude for these people. And if you're watching this, whether you know me personally or if you know me online, and you've been watching my videos for a while, then chances are you are one of those people. And if you are one of those people, I want to say thank you. Thank you for not only showing me your support, but showing me personally that you care enough to support me. And like I said, I'm immensely grateful for the people that I have in my personal life and the people that I have in the Madhouse. You know, theatrics and spookiness aside, as much as I love doing that shit, and the response I get when I do stuff like that, you know, it's important that you all know, whether you know me personally or whether you know me online, that I'm immeasurably grateful for your love and support, not just this year, but throughout the years. And I think on that note, I think that's probably not only the best way to end this video, but to end this year as well. So, Madhouse, or whoever's watching, whether you know me as Josh or as JK, thank you, not only for your support and your love, but for just being you. And as always, I will see you in the new year. I'm going to awkwardly end the video now.